So I just had my first Tope on this mark. It's a mark that we scoped out last week. I had the Tope on a full squid, which I had out for Thornies. I wasn't expecting to get a Tope on that rig. I have it all on GoPro. Fortunately, I didn't have the camera running. Thought I did, I didn't, my mistake. Everything's on GoPro. I was out spinning for a few seconds, heard the ratchet go, and very good fight. Took a few minutes. Over 25 anyway, I'd imagine. I'm not good at weighing Tope. Again, we tried this mark last week, weren't successful, but we knew it had potential. Tried it again and it worked out. Again, I'll insert the clip on the GoPro.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm slacking it off the drag now, in case as the fish comes in, he decides to run when he sees myself when I try to grab him, or if he sees the bank too close. Oh, he's gone. I did not expect, I should have a bigger hook length on this, or heavier hook length. Fish is just here in the slack water. Fish coming up here now. Shouldn't be far off the surface. Oh, decent Tope too. Now don't freak out here now. So I'm leaving the drag off because he's not going to want to come in straight away. I'm going to have to tail this fish as soon as I can. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Try to keep. Oh, he's a decent fish, decent fish. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes! Yes! Fucking yes! There's a 153 centimeter fish. Oh. There he goes. Fucking yes!
Over the moon. Taking on a pedal pulley. Didn't have it set up for Tope, as I said, set for ray. So it was only an 80-pound hook length. And as I got the fish to here, the hook actually, or the line actually snapped at the hook. So it couldn't have been any luckier, and I'm delighted. I'm here now for the next 4 or 5 hours, so hopefully there's another Tope in it. Now I have to get my rod out again, get all set up, and hopefully get it up on this camera this time. So this is the way I bait up a mackerel for Tope fishing. So you have your mackerel, so I kind of get these kind of small joey sized ones. Take off the fluke, so I take off maybe a quarter of the fish. Find it doesn't make a difference, there's not much blood in it anyway. Okay, so I'm using a pedal pulley here with 6/0 meat hooks on 200-pound hook length. I'm not a fan of wire, just my own personal preference. So what I do is, with the mackerel, I take the top hook, so I bring it out through the eyes, down, around. Then I get my scissors, I slice the mackerel up the side and up through the gill. So I just have a nice cut there. Then I elasticate it all on, all back together. Make sure your hook point is well proud. You don't want to be losing fish because of that. And just bind it all together. You can see all the guts are starting to come out, plenty of blood. So wind all that down. Then get to my top hook. So here's my top hook, and I like to do opposite, so if one's one way I'll bring the other way. So I just wrap around once or twice, straight through and out again. Pull all your line tight then once you have that done. And that is how I bait up. So the fishing's kind of slacked off now. I haven't had a bite in 3 hours. I haven't had any interest. I'm hoping the worst of the tide is over now. It's just starting to kind of slack off. There's still another 2 hours, but most of the push has already gone in. I'm hoping once slack hits, I might have another bite. The weather's pretty nice at the moment. That's probably the only news I have. There's absolutely nothing happening. There's still another 2 hours in the tide. So I'll fish it up to high anyway, and if I have nothing at high I'll probably slip off and head away. So at the moment I'm just going to have my tea and chill out while the baits hopefully draw fishing. I've just casted them out again and put on the same as usual, 2 squid and a mackerel. So let's see what happens. So it's the end of the session. I haven't got anything else. That one tope today was all we had. The crabs have really been out in force. It's impossible to keep baits out there less than or more than 20 minutes. Alright, I'm going to give it now the next 10 minutes. I have to pack up and head. The days started getting darker and this tide slackened off, that it may become a bit more productive, but it didn't seem to. I seem to be having a bit of an issue. There seems to be some sort of rocks out there that I'm casting over at low tide, and at high tide I seem to be landing right in them. I'm getting a lot of green kind of stringy weed, and there seems to be a few strands of kelp, big strands of kelp coming in. So I think this mark, judging by a high tide, where I'm at high tide, I'm only casting maybe 30 yards beyond where I was standing at low tide, which doesn't fill me with hope. I'd prefer to fish this mark now in the dark on an outgoing tide, which may happen in the next few weeks. Fresh mackerel here is definitely a must, I reckon. All I had was frozen stuff today, but if I can get my hands on fresh mackerel for the next day, I'll definitely be doing a lot better, I reckon. Just having a bigger central going out. But at least it hasn't rained today. That's one up, and at least I've got the first tope of the year. If you liked the video, let me know. Thanks for watching.